Welcome to your guide to pricing print-on-demand products. The goal of today's video is to explain some of the problems with pricing your pod product, why it's so difficult. We'll be looking at the importance of market research in determining good prices for your products, how to determine your design costs, how to price out your shipping costs, and then finally, how to set your hourly rate. All of those together will give you a really good idea of exactly what your product should be priced as. First of all, what are print-on-demand products? These products, like they sound, are print on demand. So you create a design for something, a shower curtain, a tote bag, a sweatshirt, and then upload it to a print-on-demand website. A customer would order the product featuring your design, and then the third-party printing service would print and ship the order for you. These products are obviously really popular because they're super quick and easy to create. You make a design one time, upload it to a print-on-demand website, and essentially you're done. You may choose to cross-list it. Perhaps you're listing on Etsy and fulfilling through Printful, for example. But after you created that design, you're pretty much just clicking OK for each shipment. Your part is done. It's a great way to build a business because your upfront costs are super low. Essentially, it's just your costs to design something, and you don't need to invest anything other than just that little bit of time. But how do you price a product when all you've done is invest a little bit of time? That's what we're going to be exploring today. So in order to make your pod business profitable, you need to set prices that reflect the amount of time you invest into creating the product, marketing the product, and you also need to be turning a profit. The first thing that we recommend when trying to determine the price for a product you're making is to do a little bit of market research. Market research should give you a really clear idea of what your competitors' prices are for a similar product. You're going to want to price your product in the same range as your competitor. So if your competitor is selling something for $10 and you're making a very similar product, you're not going to want to price your product for $30 because unless there's something that really distinguishes your product from your competitors, people are just going to buy the $10 product. A really quick way to do a bit of preliminary market research is to just go on Google and type in the type of product that you're creating. Or if you've already picked your marketplace, for example, you're on Etsy, go on to Etsy and see who else is selling the same product and what they're pricing it for. You need to think a little bit about your design costs. So if you're paying a designer to create your t-shirt designs, or you're paying a teacher to make worksheets for you, it's pretty easy to figure out how much the design costs because they sent you an invoice. But if you're designing the product yourself, you need to kind of think about what your time is worth and make sure that you build that amount of time into the price of the product. Luckily with Pod, your Pod suppliers will give you the shipping costs. So whoever you decide to partner with, they'll have sort of a list of different shipping options and what those each cost. But definitely keep in mind that 83% of buyers say that they're willing to wait an extra few days for their product in exchange for free shipping. So you may want to find a way to either build the shipping cost into the price of the item and then just say the shipping's free, or find a way to actually offer free shipping for slower delivery speeds. My number one rule for people is to never undervalue your time. You would be amazed at how many people put in tons and tons of work on a product or on marketing or promotion. And then when you look at how much their product costs, there's no way that they're paying themselves even minimum wage. So make sure that you really are accounting for the time that you're spending on these products and make sure that you're paying yourself something that seems fair. Now remember, it's not just the time that you're literally sitting down in front of your computer designing that t-shirt image. You also have to account for the time that you spent brainstorming ideas, any time that you spent photographing products or creating mock-ups, the time that you spent writing your listing descriptions, any time that you spent evaluating or hiring people to assist you with the work, all of those things together add up to the total amount of time that you spend on a product. For a ton more tips and tricks beyond just pricing your printable product, please check out my Easy Personalized Pod. Not only will it walk you through step-by-step how to create your very first product working with a pod partner, it'll also talk you through great places to sell these products. It'll give you design ideas, tips and tricks to increase your efficiency when you're doing the designing. It's got everything you need to really tap into the market and leverage pod content. To learn more about my Easy Personalized Pod product, guidebook, videos, templates, please check out my website, amyharrop.com/go/easy personalized pod/TC.